issue recently, and
Right.
I think that got taken care of también. I mean, just a little an ounce of consideration. That's all we're asking for.
Right. Yes, sir.
I appreciate you though.
You're welcome. It's nice to speak to you.
Yeah, bye, Laura.
Okay. If you need anything, please reach out.
I will. God bless. Bye.
All right. God bless. Bye bye.
Hey, great, great Wednesday morning, and yes, I was talking, and let me say, we have some amazing people that work at the city of Brownsville. Amazing, amazing people that work out the city of Brownsville, and I appreciate that. One of my morning little upset, little hissy fits has to do with these vehicles that, for some reason, go out there and use these placards, whereas they can park anywhere they want. And look, at the end of the day, you can. That's one of the issues. I mean, you can park anywhere you want, especially when there's no signage in regards to in and out for individuals out there. You can park anywhere you want. But when you're a city of Brownsville employee or board or on a committee, and you want to use a placard that says City of Brownsville to park anywhere you want, at least have an ounce of consideration. That's all I'm asking for. And again, guys, I'm going to recommend, if you ever need anything in the city of Brownsville, there's always that avenue of 546 help. And I appreciate the individuals who work there, who tried to work with me this morning in order to hear my concern. And my concern is something that was shared with us. It's something that a lot of us that are not in that little niche little group sometimes suffer with here downtown. Guys, we have a business downtown. And we sometimes have it. And you remember when Zeke Silva had that issue with Ramiro Gonzalez, who basically thinks that they can park anywhere they want. It doesn't matter. And again, you could basically park anywhere you want unless it's a sign for you not to park there. But you got an individual that's got these City of Brownsville tags and goes out and parks right in front of a small business. Yes, and it's in front of mine, which is again, yeah, I'm concerned because at the end of the day, let's say I'm having a client or someone that wants to come in to set up something, and they decide to park right there. And look, they're going to park here or there. One of my concerns is, look, and we have toda la familia Castro aquí tiene oficina. All of us, Sam knows, everyone knows. My sister is next door. She owns this business building complex. My parents are right next door también. My other sister is next to them. My other sister is next to them. And we all basically do the same thing. So it's competition. We got good competition in the sense that que no nos molesta que vayan con uno con el otro. But you better believe that I would rather them come to me than go to my sisters. Sam, I love them. But if it's small business, I want them to come to me before they go to my sisters or my parents.
Small business in the sense of what?
Yeah?
Small business in the sense of what? No, because right now you said like you'd rather have small business go to you.
Yeah, I was clients, customers. I mean, if they're going to go to one office, I'd rather them to come to my office than go to my sister's or my parents' office. Why? Because we're in the same business. But what happened, Sam, this morning there's this truck that's parked right here, and I hate this shirt. This truck is parked right in front of my office, right in front. And what's happening is they're renovating the space across the street. I don't know if you saw it. They're renovating that little esquinita, which more power to them. They can renovate all they want. But the guy comes and parks right here. Go park across the street where there's no small business, and where you're actually doing your work or doing whatever or inspecting or whatever you're doing. But have an ounce of consideration. An ounce. And if
Are you talking about that guy with the expired tags for the meter service? Or no?
It's the picture I just posted. It's
it's at meter service. So
that meter space thing. And look, it's expired. But why do you continue to put on your thing a tag, a placard that's expired, and then think you could park anywhere you want? And again, And like I
Was it a
explained,
city truck, like a city car?
no, it's a regular truck.
What if it wasn't with the city?
But then
What if it?
why are you using a City of Brownsville logo placard?
I know, but like, was the person doing like? Did he have like a uniform or the
I,
those
I,
name
didn't- I,
tags?
I didn't see the person. I just see the car parked in front of my
Yeah.
office. So my look, and my concern is this. Again, you can park anywhere you want. It doesn't have a no parking sign. It's not there. My concern is, look, right in front. There's another car from some guy from Mexico who parks the car here and goes across. And again, it's probably one of these guys that has a residencia. I'm going to or a visa láser, goes across to work, comes back, but leaves the car here, Sam, for 3-4 days. 3 to 4 days. I'm going to find out who the guy is, who the person is, and I'm going to contact. I'm going to contact the bridge. Hey, guy, this guy's just leaving his car here. Have him take his car across. Again, ahí están nomás estacionados. They take up spaces from individuals
Because
that
you're
are.
doing it because of the limited space that you have in front of your business, right?
Yes, we have limited spaces. That's one of the things that Zeke Sylvia was mentioning. We have limited spaces, and then these individuals, instead of hey, let me to have a little bit of consideration. Let me park across the street where there's no business. There's a vacant lot, and they're renovating that place, which is going to take them another 6 months to finish off. Park over there. I had to park over there this morning. I had to walk an extra step.
God forbid you do such a thing.
God forbid I'm doing exercise.
They would go park if there was a place, maybe like a parking garage that they could go park.
They can't because that one's been taken up by illegals. And like I told them, I said, look, guys, I mean, and I literally told the city, I said, look, if it was Trey Mendez and all the other commissioners that have property downtown, they get anything they want. But God forbid that I could have a little space here for anyone that wants to visit my office to actually park in. Yeah. You know that I have people that go out there and park over there in front of my parents' office? And at the end of the day, it's okay.
You can't have like exclusive, like you can like try to argue or try to ask for an exclusive allotted space for your business.
Well, the part of the problem that if you're going to do that, and I think Zeke Sylvia made mention is, in order for the city to to say that these are specifically for yours, you have to have a drive-through or you have to have curbside service, which is something that I think I'm going to start to offer.
Service for notary.
That's exactly what I'm going to start to probably offer. Curbside service for individuals that want to.
Because God knows no one wants to go into your office.
Rubí, si llega Jaime, ¿me avisas, Rubí?
It's just a quick in and out because there's people that they just want to get like their signatures and out.
Yes, or anything, or they want to drop off something. So I might have to offer curbside service now. So in order to have the city of Brownsville, they see that
Terras has a curbside service. No, and other restaurants too.
Yeah, and they've got that little section. Again, I'm glad that they have that little
issue last time that somebody else parked there, like someone from the city.
Yeah, Ramiro Gonzalez.
Yeah, and they parked in the terrace spot or something like that.
No, that was in Zeke Silva's, the coffee shop.
Oh, the coffee shop. True. So maybe offer curbside service, quick. If you need signature for something, a stamp for something, or whatever.
No, I'm going to offer curbside service. If anyone wants to get married in their car,
So súmale para lo que te va a durar el matrimonio.
It'll be a speedy one.
Luego have drive-through marriages, no? Like in Las Vegas.
That's exactly what I'm going to start to offer for individuals that cannot get out of their vehicle. Because and I'm doing it for special needs folks out there, but it'd be funny if I could have like the office in the corner and I could do marriages there. Esta oficina acá en esta corner could do divorces.
Funny.
Yeah. Now that would be amazing. That would be kind of cool.
It completes the circle.
Yeah, completes the circle. And everyone.
Hagas acá paquetes de honeymoon por todo el mundo porque ya viajaste. No, especialmente para tu hermana que quiere ir a Egipto para su honeymoon
¿Cuál de
o
ellas?
Paris,
Mi,
porque se va a casar.
oh, she's nuts. It's kind of crazy, but one of the things that I was sharing
Didn't
is
she
that
ask you for a honeymoon thing?
yeah,
She did.
yeah, she should know better. I'm very codo.
Es
A
como
mí no me
sacarle
gusta.
agua al desierto.
Ya, es como sacarle agua del desierto. Ah, ¿No quieres usar esta? Para que le preguntes si tienes
You guys
honeymoon.
are just a couple of offices y nomás tienen limited
¿Ah?
space. Y creo que frente hay
Sí.
como
Hold on, let me. Para que le preguntes, hagas preguntas, no le preguntes preguntas. And again, look, someone just walked in right now, and my assistant is having to take care of the individuals. But where did they park? I don't know. Probably way over there, and that's concerning to me.
and
Yeah, you're freezing.
I wonder how many does this go through that people park in front of their business.
You know, I'm sure that a lot of individuals up here are, in downtown are upset about the whole thing because there is limited parking spots here, Sam. And again, it's not just an Erasmo thing,
But
but
parking
there's
overnight, está
oh
medio
no,
canijo, ¿no?
they park here 3-4 days. I'm not even joking. And again,
Parking like a traffic warden not going after night, or who's in charge of that?
well, the Brownsville police are supposed to take up for abandoned vehicles, but again,
Yeah.
abandoned vehicles to them is like dejarlo ahí por meses. Part of the problema is de que please like and subscribe to the page because they have current plates. There's nothing that can be done to them,
Yeah.
and that's what bothers me. I'm farting like crazy. It doesn't feel good. I'm expecting Jaime Diaz to come by the office. He's supposed to come by and drop off a shirt for me. I actually wanted to wear that today, pero no llegó. You know Jaime Diaz? Mute, rookie.
He's waiting for after the show.
Probably. I love Jaime. Jaime's a good friend of mine. I
Hey,
love
have you
Jaime.
got it? Oh, and I was barely gonna ask you. It was like telepathically. Have you heard anything about the audit from last night?
Yes. I want to thank Commissioner Roy de las Chanclas. Commissioner
It
Roy de
was
las
crazy because literally as soon as I thought about it, it popped up.
Commissioner Roy de las Chanclas. There it is. Out there. I want to thank Commissioner Roy de las Chanclas. He sent the. Oh! Yeah, I got it.
And the plot
Damn.
thickens.
Guys, do y'all want me to post it or y'all want us to read it?
You need to go over it at first to see what it actually has.
All right, let me.
And was it filtered? Was it filtered?
It's only 8 pages that I got. Well, this is the forensic report. You want me to do the conclusion real quick?
Sure. Just a conclusion.
Oh, ready? The pursuit of the project. Thank you, Commissioner Roy de las Chanclas. The pursuit of the project was driven by a contrived capacity shortage described in the 2011 IRP, which was manufactured by management through the addition of reserve margin and intentional use of an outdated and outstated load forecast. Subsequent presentations made before the board and City of Brownsville did not, check this out, did not actually reflect studies and were biased towards the project or omitted pertinent facts. Again, it's what we've been saying. Given that the board and the city commissioners are not energy experts, they were relying on management to aid their decision making with regard to the project. Further, given the interference and manipulation of the narrative, it is our opinion that management, with the participation of, check this out, of Mayor Martinez, intentionally, do you understand what intentionally is, right, Sam? intentionally misrepresented or omitted key information in order to ensure that the project and its related rate hikes would be approved by the board in the city of Brownsville. Isn't that crazy? After the project was initiated, PUB agreed to multiple extensions, even though Tenasca had failed to subscribe the plant capacity with even one energy provider besides PUB. Presentations made by management to CUB did not accurately reflect the reality of the project status. Because of this, management was able to defend rate increases, which should never have happened, Sam. Never have happened. And were no longer necessary for a project that would not be built. Sam, this is what we've been saying. It never should have happened. Our rates should never have gone up. Never. Compounding the issue of management's influence was that consultants, this is Eddie Trevino and that other attorney, who were supposed to be independent and objective advisor, were heavily influenced by management. O sea, lana, were making a buck. Yes, yes, I did. And or had conflicts of interest that aligned with them with Tenasca. See, check this out, Sam. CRI found that Mr. Izaguirre benefited from the continuance of the project. Is it Tony Izaguirre? And that BMV had a contract to work with Tenasca after the project was constructed. The board was not provided impartial guidance and would have permitted it to make informed decisions. The board had the ability to read the full reports upon which management based its presentations. The board also had the ability to terminate the extension agreements, even if management recommended patience. Given the amount of investment required, the board should have been more skeptical and asked questions. They did not, Sam. While we did not find evidence that it intentionally misled City of Brownsville, the board was aware of the project's impending demise. Check this out, Sam. Since December 2017. That was 5 years ago, Sam. 5 years ago. When it voted to end the contract extensions, it failed to notify the commission and the public until August 2020, Sam. That's what? 3 years later, Sam. 3 years later, records indicated that delay notification was at least in part to protect ROW proceedings. Oh, and I haven't read it all. I just read the conclusion. Who is this Izaguirre?
That's why it took like 6 hours for the executive meeting, or what?
Yeah. This is not good. I'm trying to figure out if this is Tony Izaguirre. I don't want to
Assume.
hold on. No, it wasn't Tony Izaguirre. Take back. The majority of the PUB's expenses were related to legal and professional engineering services. PUB also contracted with 2 companies to serve as power consultants, BMV and the Izaguirre Group. The Izaguirre Group consultant was Max Izaguirre, a former Enron executive with knowledge of ERCOT market. The guy was making a maximum contract price and required me to submit time records. Izaguirre, on the other hand, was paid a monthly fee of $35,000, Sam. I'm trying to find Eddie Trevino's name. I got to read it. My goodness. Sam, ¿te lo mando?
Sure.
Si no quieres, no, perro.
Como que no sean esos de que le pones el email address y todo ese rollo from the city of Brownsville.
Oh
He's
my
not one of those,
God.
right?
Sam, 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 Sam.
Is it one of those like login
No,
where
no,
they like know who's reading it?
no, no, no. Again, Commissioner de los Santos, thank you. Uh, Commissioner de las Chancas, thank you.
Y
Este,
porque te lo manda, le dices de los Santos.
no, you know,
Maldito.
I actually talked to him about that, and I
Yeah.
told him, I said, "Guy, look, it's the cariño, you know,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, it's
Yeah, I understand. I'm just messing with you, man.
Huh?
I'm just messing with you. Like,
No, you're not.
even over here, like it's cold as hell, like 50 something degrees. I'm still wearing sandals because they're comfortable.
No, 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 and he and I have had that conversation. More than anything,
So
it's
what's the next step? That's a good question. So what's the next step?
but I think this is one of the reasons why, guys, it took a long time for them to go through legal because I think Mr. De Los Santos, his next question was, and I guarantee you that he made this question: what are the next steps? You know,
Yeah.
what are the next steps? And I embraced it. Yes, and again, thank you, Commissioner Los Santos. Only commissioner out there that's actually sharing information that is on the mind and concern of everyone. And again, hopefully, if Mr. Los Santos can be on tonight or sometime this week, that would be even more amazing. Because let me tell you, and I know there's a lot of things that they cannot mention because I know, we know how that works. But let me tell you, this is a great, great start because at the end of the day, what it's saying, just remember, pedicured feet, no. And it's funny, but you're not even gonna believe this, but I'm actually wearing chanclas. Yeah, but mine are actually nice ones. But no, I'm actually putting on my shoes because I actually gotta work. But I was wearing my chanclas because that yesterday I dije, no, I'm gonna do in honor of Roy, Commissioner Las Chanclas, sending in the report. I gotta wear chanclas. But I don't know how the hell he wears chanclas all damn day. Jeez, it's horrible. It's okay where it's comfortable, pero chale. I'm in San Antonio this week, and I'm emceeing the Walk of Women Fight Night. So now I'll till the weekend. Let's do we can do Saturday a special show. Oh, have a seat. Talking about Mr. Chanclas, talking about Mr. Chanclas. Otro con chanclas.
It's the weather, man. It's the South Texas weather.
I got my Jaime Diaz shirt. Let me tell you, Jaime Diaz shirt is the only shirt. I'm not even joking. I told him last time is the only shirt that I've had that I kept because all the other shirts I wear them when I go on these trips, and I literally just las tiro, But his I kept. I think I took his to Peru.
Yeah.
And I wanted to take this one to Egypt, pero no me la trajo a tiempo. They're orthopedic. Estás mal de la cabeza. Estás psycho. They're orthopedic. No, I've seen your chanclas, bro. They're not orthopedic. They're chafas.
Hey, Roy, how are you?
These are awesome chanclas right here. These are the ones I wear. And
I just have these.
Estas también son de la high también. Hey, Jaime, check this out. Did you hear? You didn't hear.
No.
Check this. Check out the conclusion. While we continue. Look out the conclusion. That's the conclusion for the Tanasco audit. It's crazy, bro. Jaime is running for a railroad commissioner, guys. Guys, everyone in the city of Brownsville needs to vote for Jaime. I don't care who he's running against. Jaime is a great guy, and not the best politician, but you don't want a great politician out there. You want someone that's going to go out there and tell you the truth. I mean, like it or not. And I think that Jaime is one of those people. What's one of the things that I've shared with folks? You don't want politicians that butter you up and tell you what you want to hear. You want a politician that's going to, is going to tell you the truth.
Como quien, maestro, como quien.
Como Erasmo Castro.
No, me son so. Love God and value. No sé qué.
Oh, La Mayra. My God. Such a horrible campaign. But anyway, that's somebody else that's not a politician, and it's just a bad campaigner.
Is that online?
No, I'll send it to you.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
Isn't it crazy?
I mean, I kind of want to read the whole thing, but
Me
yeah,
too.
it's
All I read was the conclusion, but the
Mhm.
conclusion basically says that they knew it was a failed project at least 5
And they
years
still
ago,
went into it.
and we still got screwed. And look at me. What really pisses me off, Jaime, is that I've been saying this all along, and people go like, "No, you're just being negative," and I'm like, "No, it's just facts." Here is an audit, that was requested by the city of Brownsville, and supervised by the city of Brownsville. And it's saying the same thing. We got screwed by the individuals that we
And it was
trusted.
received in October, for the record, because it was supposed to be released since May.
Yeah, it was supposed to be released in May, but
Or was it
they
March?
were,
Was it in March?
I can't remember. I
We've
think
been
it was
asking
May.
since
No,
March.
I don't remember.
But I guess
But-
it's good. It took its time, but I guess now they already have their ducks in a row or whatnot, and they know what's gonna happen next.
It's horrible, and part of the problem is, again, Jaime is really rich. Jaime tiene lana. El vato está pesudo. And Erasmo Castro, does okay.
I live with my parents. You know?
So do I. And I'm like 60. And but and again, that was my concern. That okay, you and I we're going to be okay in regards to paying an extra $200-300 a month. My concern is, what about all those other people in the city of Brownsville?
What about all the people that got their lights disconnected?
The license. What are we going to do with those people that got their license connected?
Well, it's crazy. Like, at least we've had at the federal levels, you've had all these central planners that say we're in a green transition right now to decarbonize the world, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to start divesting money from oil and gas projects to renewables like wind and solar, right? As a result of that, I mean, you get all this money out of the oil and gas industry into these renewable projects, and now we're kind of seeing, like you're seeing it in Europe, that in reality renewables can supplement oil and gas reliable power. And as a result of that, well, now there's less oil and gas demand on the market. Prices have gone up. And at the end of the day, the people that are paying are people of low income, right? Because at the end of the day, these people in DC that made all these regulations to phase out oil and gas, they're going to be fine. I mean, they're well off, but the people are paying, and that's not fair. I mean, how do you make choices over my life, yet you face none of the repercussions of those decisions?
Yeah. Another one of my dreams has come true. I'm undressing in front of Jaime Diaz. Because I want to wear his shirt. No, but Jaime's right. Look, at the end of the day, we all want to save the planet and all blah, 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 and all this other stuff. You can't negate the fact that we're not going to escape fossil fuels, right?
Well, how do you?
Yeah, well, the plan is that the fossil fuels are supposed to be used at hopefully like at 70-80%, and then renewable energy is supposed to be like at 20, and that's at most what you can do, because with renewable energies, it's not a constant compared to like LNG and everything else and fossil fuels. So because green energy, it's just it fluctuates,
it's
and
like
that's why you can only have it as a minimum.
It's like if I were to say, I'm going to give you a car, but you can only use it 10% of the day. You'd be like, that's great, Jaime. I love the car that you're giving me, but I have to have another car because I might have an emergency the rest of the 90% of the day. So
It's like getting a lease car. You don't want to put too many miles in it.
Well, no, and the thing is that people don't realize that even though renewables are good, you still need on the back end that reliable infrastructure, right? That's a huge capital expenditure. Yeah. So in reality, it's not cheaper because you need the natural gas utility plant. Yeah. So, I mean, it's cheaper if you're just looking at the power generation per that one solar panel. Then yes, but you're not also counting in there the reliable infrastructure that you need to backstop it in case the power is not getting put on the grid.
How's the campaign going, man?
Oh man, it's been busy. It's been.
I see you everywhere, bro. I mean, I don't see you everywhere because we don't go out on dates and stuff like that. But it'd be good if we did. But I see you all over the state of Texas, bro.
Yeah, it's
because of social media.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I think for the large part right now, big issue is that you have so much money in politics that if you want a statewide campaign, you need $1 million, right? People like us don't have $1 million to give it to a politician. So at the end of the day, you end up with all these big interest groups giving politicians money. And these politicians, once they get into power, they want to get reelected. So they're really there to serve these big corporate donors, these big special interest groups, their donor class, right? And when the people realize, like, you campaign on X, Y, and Z, you haven't delivered on anything, then they say, hey, I want to help you, but it's other party's fault. And this kind of it would have washed their hands from not doing anything for the people, right? And the reality is that they're not there for the people. They're there for the people that got them elected. And I'm not saying this is the case with every single Democrat or Republican, right? I mean, there's people that just got in there; they deserve their chance. And I mean, I think most of these people are good, but I'm talking about these career politicians. They don't care about us. And that's one thing with a third party. You might not like us. You might think we're dumb or whatever. But you know what? We're not bought because the money's not there. So at the very least, you know that whatever we're saying because that's what we believe, not because someone's paying us to say that.
One of the things that I like about Jaime, besides his good looks, one of the things I like about Jaime is that you don't want to fall into that trap of like, oh no, I have to follow this platform. I gotta follow the Democrat platform, or like Mayra Mentiras, go out there and go like, abortion, this, and they're reading it from a cue card. And look, I don't want you to go out there and verbatim say what someone wrote for you or put on a cue card. I want to know what you believe, and we don't have to agree. We don't have to agree on everything, but at least I know where your heart is. And at least I know what you're going to be voting on in the upcoming future. That's what I want. I just want sincerity. I wouldn't have voting for Mayra Mentiras. She was just a little bit more sincere. Again, I'm not going to vote for Chente. Chente no está con la gente. It's just what it is.
No, and also the disagreement's good. That's how you kind of find out what truth is, right? If I have an idea and you have an idea and we question each other about it, I mean, you get your point of view better. You understand what your point of view is better. I understand what your point of view is better as well. And at the end of the day, we're able to find some kind of truth from that, right? But if you all live in a world in which we all agree with each other, we're going to get nowhere.
Nowhere. But I appreciate that. That's the kind of candidate that I want. And I've had this conversation with Jaime before when he was running for BISD. This conversation, people just want something that's a little bit different. They don't want the atypical, he's a Democrat box candidate, he's a Republican box candidate. They want
Okay, quick question though. What are your thoughts on the Abed and Beto debate?
Oh,
my thoughts?
Yes.
I mean, first of all, I think we should recognize that it's entertainment. It's not an actual gubernatorial debate. If we were there to inform the people, you'd have the Green Party candidate. It's actually from the RGV, which is really interesting for governor. And you would also have the Libertarian candidate, Mark Tippett's on there. So it's just for entertainment. I think Beto spoke a little bit better than Abbott. I'm just talking about presentation. But also, he's been campaigning for 6 years. So what would you expect? I mean, this guy's been
on the campaign trail.
I mean, he's not working. He's just out there campaigning 6 years long.
Collecting donations.
Like
a crazy man. One of the things that I didn't like about Beto in the debate was that Beto, never answered a question. Great speaker, never answered a question. Skidded the questions, and then took up all the time just to go round and round and round and round in circles, and then se quería pasar del tiempo. After he got buzzed out, todavía quería estar hablando. You're not saying anything. Shut up. It's like in church. I don't know if you knew this. I think you did know. I'm the greatest pastor in Texas, north of Mexico. And in church, that's what I do. In church, if I'm out there and I'm giving a lesson or a sermon, y de repente veo que no pesco el hilo, me siento like, amen, God bless you, and next time. Sit down, because you're not sharing anything. You're just killing people's time. But cuando pesco el hilo, no, hombre, en caliente, I take up 30, 45 minutes. It's good stuff. Because I'm the greatest pastor in Texas and North Mexico.
Beto should take a note from that.
Preach. I agree. Beto.
Los comments.
It's Beto. He can't talk Spanish.
Beto cannot. Beto Oroque. Como que hay cosas que not mentioned. It's all right. The Brownsville community now the whole truth informing. Yeah, I understand. I think that the problem is going back into what I think Jaime mentioned or Sam mentioned. I don't remember because they look the same. But one of the things that we have to go back to is that there's things that might imply a criminal investigation. How much of what they did with the Tenasca matter is on the verge of being criminal? I'm going to say that there's going to be plenty because it's criminal. And if not, it's, como dice Trey, it's not illegal. Very, very unethical and horrible, horrible semantics. But again, this is the Democratic-run party here in the area. They're Democrats. And again, people are going to say, well, not all Democrats are rats. Yeah, but the ones in office are. So, and those are the ones that ultimately make the damn decisions. And these guys, They could have it could have ended Tenasca back in 2015, Sam. Jaime, they could have ended Tenasca in 2015, and our rates we wouldn't be paying as much today if they would have taken care of it back in 2015. And that's what pisses me off.
So were they paying like those consultants up until like 2020?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
the 35,000 a month thing?
Yes, $35,000. Well, that I don't know for a fact. I'm going to read it. I haven't read the whole thing, and I think that there's another one that was sent to me besides that one. That was, I think, was just a forensic
Just like
report.
the Trevino también, no? Like he was
Oh
getting paid a
my
lot.
God, that's the other one is 69 pages, bro.
Oh, wow.
I'll send that to you también, Jaime, para que lo veas. Sí lo tienes, ¿no?
Yeah.
Este,
They asked me 2 questions. They asked me if I'm
Go.
old enough. You have to be 25 to run, so I made it by a year. And what does the road commissioner do, and how can it help the average citizen? The road commission, it's a misnomer. It does oil and gas regulation. So it oversees the oil and gas sector, pipelines within the states, anything that starts and ends in Texas, and also coal mines. In reality, the biggest things I can do for the average citizen is, one, weatherize the grid, right? So ensure that we don't get our natural gas infrastructure seizing up whenever it gets real cold. Besides that, currently half the budget of the road commission goes to plugging old oil and gas wells from bankrupt oil and gas companies. So raising standards to ensure that if a company does go bankrupt, that the funds are set aside to close the wells, right? Which this then creates environmental issues. But it's one of those positions that people don't really care about because a lot of the effects of the road commission are secondary order effects. So it's not like, for example, governor or attorney general that people might interact with a little more often, or at least in regards to their policies. So that's kind of what road commission does and how it affects average citizen.
I'm excited that you're running. I've told you this before. I'm really excited, very, very proud that you decided to
Thank
run.
you, Frankie.
Yes.
When are you running again? I mean,
El Frankie quedó traumado porque le ganaste.
no, I'm still traumatized from that campaign. Was so much. It was.
El Frankie también quiere una camisa.
I'll go get you.
Yeah.
What size are you?
He's like 3X now.
Next.
No, he's like 3X. Te engordó como marrano. It's horrible. Extra large. Marrano.
XL.
I don't believe it.
XLs.
Diaz has my vote. Ah! Good job. That's my sister. I mean,
Thank you.
my family's already voting for you anyway. It's probably
You know what, Erasmo? I actually have my yoga class right now.
yoga.
Yoga. Yeah, I'm a certified instructor.
Number.
Yeah. Since I moved back, that's kind of what I do for.
I'd like to see his moves. It's good to see you, my man.
You'd be surprised. I mean,
No, I wouldn't. I've had dreams. Appreciate you, Baba. Tu llave.
Erasmo,
It's good to
thank
see you. God bless.
Hey, it's great seeing everyone.
Dale, platicamos pronto. Dios te cuide. He still owes me a poster, but that's okay. I'm trying to send the audit to as many people as I can. I want everyone out there to disclose it. Sam, I sent you both of them.
Yeah, I already got him.
Good. Guys, it's 9:40. I've got to go.
Fast.
I got to go work, and I got to go read this audit. So, guys, I'm going to go post it I'm going to post the conclusion up there, at least the conclusion, so you'll have something to read. We'll talk about. I'll try to post it up as soon as I can. It's hot and heavy, guys. Hot and heavy. And again, I want to make this very, very clear, guys. When I mentioned Mr. Izaguirre, it is not Tony Izaguirre. So to our tax assessor collector, again, just wanted to make that clear. Not our. We'll post on city website, and I posted on my website. Hey, wait, I'm supposed to post it on mine. No worries. Appreciate you. I'm going to post as much of it as possible. Guys, have a great day. Social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer. Tonight at 9, we'll discuss. We'll let Sam read, Frankie read, and then we'll discuss the audit tonight. Guys, have a great.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Oh yeah, like and subscribe to that damn page. Guys, have a great day. Social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer. Still believe in
Don't forget to go figure out where Erasmo's block walking today too.
Yeah, not happening. Guys, have a great day. Social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer. See you tonight, 9 p.m. God bless. Be good to each other.